Hello, everyone, and welcome to Maine McDonald's All-Star Weekend. The All-Star basketball games are here, North versus South, and the day begins with the AA-AB contest on the girls' side. I'm Mark Paulette, joined by Chris Hoare on this broadcast here on Ticket TV of the day's events. We got 4 games in store, a couple of contests as well, 3-point contest, a slam dunk contest, a full day of basketball action, a great way to cap the year here at Husson University, celebrating the best senior basketball players from around the state of Maine. Today's coverage of the Maine McDonald's All-Star basketball games on Ticket TV is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a Deere. Our coverage also presented by Darling's Auto Group, family-owned and serving Maine for 87 years with a commitment to trust, service, and reliability. With locations in Bangor and Ellsworth, Newport, Augusta, and Brunswick, you'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com today. Well, Chris, let's begin by simply teeing up the day's action. So, as I said, it begins here in just a couple of minutes with the AA-AB girls game scheduled to tip off at 9:20. The doors just opening here at the complex on the Husson University campus. Following this game, we'll have the boys AA-AB game at 10:45, and then we break for the MABC RMHC main presentations, followed by the Hammond Lumber 3-point shooting competition at 12:15, the slam dunk competition at 12:30, and then you got the boys CD game at 1, followed by the girls CD game at 2:30. Just looking over the rosters for this first game as we're filling them in here on our score sheets. A lot of familiar names certainly from the North that we saw throughout the year, both on Ticket TV and the Northern Tournament over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, a lot of these girls have played a lot of basketball recently, and then there's some girls that have probably their season was done about a month ago, and this is their last opportunity to get out here as a senior and showcase their talents.
The North roster features Allie Flagg from Brewer, Madeline Depre from Caribou, Abby Morrow from Coney, Rachel Penny from Edward Little, Abby Raydell from Ellsworth, Claire Gattani from John Baptist, Lily Gray from Lawrence, Alexis Tozier from MDI, Ella Pelletier from Oxford Hills, Gabrielle Tibbetts from Oxford Hills as well, Valeria Yugu from Portland, and Stella Jarvis from Wyndham. You see the players right there. The roster numerically, they can't make it easier on us, Chris. We have some complaints from time to time, especially tourney time, where things can get jumbled. They're alphabetical, they're numerical, they're drawn out of a hat and thrown in there randomly. This one, you see the names, you see the faces, 1 through 12 as listed.
Yeah, it's an easy way to do it. Just no one really has to pick out their number. They just play with the 1 through 12s that we have, and usually it's a size issue. These All-Star T-shirts are something the kids are going to take home with them after the game and, keep that memory going.
So that's the squad from the North. Now let's bring you the 12 from the South. Lexi Morin from Brunswick, Julia Reed from Gorham, Isabel Morelli from Gray New Gloucester, Sarah Terrio out of Marshwood, Callie Pomerlow from Mount Ararat, Aubriana Hoos from Oceanside, Sadie Savini from Sanford, Emerson Flaker from Scarborough, Emma Travis from South Portland, Avery Bessie from Spruce Mountain, and Marin Maxon from Wells, the 12 from the South. Coverage of today's action is brought to you by Dorsey Furniture, Route 1 in Holden. You can check out Dorsey's top pick, Eastman House Queen mattresses in 5 comfort levels, on sale starting at only $6.99. Today's coverage also brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, family owned and operated since 1953. The team's out there on the court going through a light shoot around here. Again, today's action all about fun, getting out on the court for some of these kids. The last time they get to lace it up at the high school level. Obviously, this is a collection of the best talent from the state of Maine, so for many that we see out here on the court, they will be continuing on to play college basketball at whatever the level. But for the few out there, this is the last time that in a competitive high school setting, they're going out there as a basketball player.
Yeah, this is a fun, low-pressure environment for these kids, these young ladies to get out here and play. A lot of them know each other, whether it's from the AAU ranks or just playing against each other a lot in their own conference schedules. It's a chance for them to get out and play with what were opponents are now teammates. So it's a good chance for everyone to get out and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I think it was Allie Flagg and Abby Radell just walking out onto the court, two players that don't necessarily play against one another, coming from different classes, A and B. You don't get the crossover there, but the travel ranks, I'm sure, very familiar throughout the years.
Oh, yeah, being a coach of Allie Flagg when she was younger, we played Ellsworth teams a lot, and they were very good then, and just like their program has been the last few years, they were very good as they turned into high school players as well, and they have a lot of respect for each other.
The Maine McDonald's All-Star Games are brought to you in part by Miller's Workshop, Eastern Maine's Carhartt headquarters just off Wilson Street on Acme Road in Brewer. We will take a quick timeout here in the build-up to our first game. It's the girls AA-AB contest. Jay Kemble, John Dennett, and Danielle Lefferts, the coaches in the north. Lon Berthiaume, Angie Littlefield, and Janine Parody, the coaches in the south. See them right there on the screen. We'll take that timeout, and when we come back, we'll get ready for the day's first contest just around the corner on Ticket TV.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers, with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
Cash here. As a basketball player, driving to the basket is a big part of my game. I also enjoy golfing, and there's nothing like the feeling of hitting a long drive. No matter how you drive or what you drive, be sure to get your next ride at Coldbrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan. They have a great selection of vehicles, great customer service, and lots of financing options. And of course, they always take cash. Visit coldbrookmitsubishi.com or drive to see them in Skowhegan.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers. Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart. And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Welcome back inside the gymnasium here, Husson University, for the Maine McDonald's All-Star Games. The AA-AB girls contest gets the day underway. I say gets the day underway. We've already had the foul shooting contest, which we'll talk about here in just a second. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. We're also brought to you by Physical Therapy. That's FYZICACL, Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, Twin City, Bangor, helping your love life. I was just mentioning that foul shooting competition, Chris, which the day began with as we were arriving here. Very quiet setting here in the gym to walk into. It's still a sleepy setting for me personally, having the alarm not go off too long ago before we hit air here, and you walk in and there's not a noise to be had inside the gym except for the basketball going through the net.
Yeah, very quiet so the players can concentrate on knocking down their foul shots.
You see the girls finalists there from the foul shooting competition, and it was Megan Mertens from Wells. I believe she had 48 out of the 50 shots taken, so that's a pretty good number to hit to win the competition. Congratulations to Megan, the Wells senior, for winning that one. And on the boys' side, also taking place this morning, the 5 finalists right there, and it's the name atop the list. Christian Schumann from Madomic Valley taking home the boys' competition. Still going through warm-ups out there on the court. Just a couple of minutes away from our scheduled start time here. At Jeff's Catering and Event Center in Brewer. They cater any event, large or small, off-site or statewide since 1985. From hors d'oeuvres to barbecues, they've got you covered. Visit jeffscatering.com. Jeff's Catering, where every event is special. Well, let's take this opportunity to meet the teams a little more. We gave you the rosters already in the last segment, but dive a little deeper into the bios of the players. Allie Flagg, we don't need the book for that one. We've done plenty of her games throughout her high school career on Ticket TV. The Brewer High School senior, who we actually had her 1,000-point earlier this season on Ticket TV, Chris.
Yeah, obviously I have a lot of experience with Allie, and you kind of knew she was going to be a star in the making when she was a lot younger, and sometimes that doesn't always come to fruition, but it did with Allie, and it's her hard work and her athletic talent is nothing to shy away from because she's very talented, both in basketball, and she really turned into like a top-end field hockey player. And as you can, as we read through these bios, and unfortunately the people at home can't see them, these student athletes aren't just basketball players. I mean, there's a list of academic accolades and awards and other sports. So they're multi-talented players here.
Yeah, Allie Flagg, you mentioned what she does on the field hockey field as well. The 24 and 25 captain at Brewer, a two-time regional champion in field hockey, pretty good tennis player as well in her own right. Allie Flagg. Brewer Witches, 1,000-point scorer, one of just two in that program's history. Madeline Depre from Caribou High School, another player that you really don't need to mention the bio, just mention the name and people know by this point.
Yeah, that's a name that the whole state knows, and it's not just regionalized with her. And, of course, she's way up in the Aroostook County in the beautiful town of Caribou, but she obviously delivered throughout the state this year, traveling to Portland and winning a gold ball for the Caribou Vikings.
The 23 and 24 Big East Conference Player of the Year is Madeline Depre. Abby Morrill from Coney High School, the 2022 KVAC All-Rookie Team Selection. She became a captain of her squad in 2023, selected to the KVAC first team as well, and a Coney team that is always making deep runs in the tournament.
Yeah, they certainly were a great regular season team, and then when they got to the tournament, they just turned something on. They had the numbers of a lot of the teams that they ended up playing, and Lawrence being one of the best teams in the area found that out in the tournament. Coney was just really good, and Abby was a leader of that team.
Rachel Penny from Edward Little High School. She's a prime example that today's action, not just about basketball. These players bring a full portfolio on and off the court as well. Abby, a member of the 25 National Honor Society, 22, 23, 24, 25 highest honors, plans to attend Johnson and Wells University to study criminal justice. Then we have Abby Raydell from Ellsworth High School. Abby, the 2023 Northern Tournament MVP, 24 Big East first team selection, 23 Big East second team selection. She would have been right there again this season in 2025 had her year not been cut short due to injury.
Yeah, that's the whole program. That's a tough luck program that they ran into this year with all the injuries that Ellsworth suffered, and of course Abby being such a key component to that program didn't help matters when she went down and couldn't play. So this is good that she looks healthy enough to get out here and get one last game in, and I'm sure she's looking forward to it.
Claire Gattani, John Bapp's point guard, averaged 19 points per game. Another player who we had her 1,000-point performance earlier this season on Ticket TV. And then we saw a couple of the best performances I think we saw at any point throughout the regular season or the tournament between Claire's prelim performance for John Bapp's to get them into the tournament at the Cross Center, and then that first quarterfinal game, it was against Old Town, correct, where it was 30 and 35-point performances consecutively for the Crusaders there.
Of the players that we covered a fair amount that we get to see a lot, between Madeline Depre and Claire Gattani, I don't know if anyone can find their shots and get their points up as quick and as fast as the team needs them to between those two. They just have explosive skills, and they can separate themselves from a lot of players, and they both have the ability to carry their team on their back. And I'll tell you one thing, one comment I have about both of those two players, Madeline and Claire, is they inspired the rest of their program to do the work to get better themselves in the offseason, because John Baps had been down a little bit, and their players, the supporting cast is a lot better than they were, and I think a lot of that goes to them realizing, how good Claire was and how much that she could benefit from having good players, and they become good players, the program becomes better. And absolutely the same thing in Caribou. Caribou 2 years ago, Madeline was Madeline. I mean, she could dominate a game, but they didn't have the rest of the supporting cast, and as you see, Adams and I'm trying to lose some of the names. Yeah, Corrigan.
The freshman who stepped up and hit the 2 free throws at the end.
You have a star player like that, they can inspire a lot of the rest of the players in the program to work to get better, and their supporting cast was really good this year compared to the last couple of years, and that's just their work and development up there.
The rest of the girls squad here in the north features Lily Gray out of Lawrence High School. Lily, a 2024 KVAC All-State second-team selection, a National Honor Society member herself in 22, 23, 24, and 25. Will be going to the University of Maine at Farmington. Lawrence, you can't get much better in the regular season the last couple of years. It just unfortunately didn't work out for the Bulldogs there come tourney time.
Yeah, this year there was not a whole lot of challenge for them throughout the season. I think they had one game towards the end of the season that with Coney at home that was a close game, but they really didn't get challenged much, and that's due to they were deep. They were good. They had Madeline Provost, a University of Maine possibly bound player as a junior, and Lily, and there was 3 or 4 other players. They could go a tall lineup, they could go a small lineup. It was hard to guard them with so many weapons, and you could change his style of play, and unfortunately they just haven't been able to break through in the tournament.
Alexis Tozier out of MDI, a rebounding machine, putting up 14 points and 12 boards on average during the regular season. Ella Pelletier and Gabrielle Tibbetts, the duo from Oxford Hills. Ella Pelletier, both of them guards. Ella 5'11" and Gabrielle 5'6". Ella, a all-conference selection every year of her high school career.
Yeah, that's a very big name in the Oxford Hills region. Obviously, I believe Dad's Nate Pelletier, the boys' coach, and they're just loaded. I'm sorry, the girls' coach. They're just loaded with talent down there, and Ella Pelletier being up for Miss Basketball just shows that her ability is recognized statewide.
She'll be going to Stonehill College to study math or science and continue her basketball career. Gabrielle Tibbetts will be heading to Central Maine Community College to play basketball as well. That brings us to Valeria Yugu from Portland High School. Valeria putting up 18 points per game during the season, a 2023 AA North All-Star honorable mention, a 2024 AA North second-team All-Star, and will be heading to, plans to study nursing, I should say, in college and become a nurse practitioner. Finally, Stella Jarvis out of Wyndham High School. Stella, a SMAA All-Conference first-team selection in 2024. She'll be attending the University of Maine, not to play basketball, though, to join one of the programs with the most momentum on campus currently, and that would be University of Maine women's soccer.
Yeah, that program has really kind of turned the corner here the last 2 or 3 years, and she's going up and joining a good program. And it's good to see Maine talent going up to the University of Maine and continue on their sports career. And Stella Jarvis is certainly going to enjoy herself up there.
We're about 90 seconds away from getting the action underway here as you see the players from the north clear the court. The south just getting up a couple more shots before they make their way over to the bench. We'll get you an in-depth look on the south roster as we make our way through the contest. Today's coverage brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at Tony'sFairwayAuto.com. We're also brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered. Since 1927, the best in tires and service. You can find them at 514 Colebrook Road in Herman or at BangorTireCompany.com. Once again, I'm Mark Paulette, joined on the broadcast by Chris Hoare, Jim Churchill, right off to our right, doing the PA duties on the first game here today. I'll trade seats with him for the next couple of games and then rejoin you for the last contest. 4 games and a couple of competitions, a 3-point competition, a slam dunk competition to come here from Hudson University as the North squad's being introduced.
The slam dunk competition is always fun to watch, and how it's evolved from having to have someone throw the ball up so they could just get it over the rim and then the dunker be able to just slam it down to kids actually being able to palm the ball and do aerobatic moves now.
Yep.
It's always a fun contest to watch.
Get to plan it out a little more, choreograph what they're going to do.
Lawrence High School, Lily Gray. A forward from MDI High School, Alexis Tozier. And a guard from Oxford Hills High School, Ella Pelletier. Also from Oxford Hills High School, Gabrielle Tippett.
See Bangor's Jay Kemble right there on the screen, one of the 3 coaches in the North, joined by John Dennett from Coney and Danielle Lefferts from Erskine Academy.
The coaches for the North team, from Bangor High School, Jay Kemble. From Coney High School, John Dennett. And from Erskine Academy, Danielle Lefferts. And now for the South team, from Brunswick High School, a guard, Lexi Morin. From Gorham High School, guard Julia Reed. From Drayton Gloucester High School, Isabel Morelli, a forward. Also a forward from Marshwood High School, number 4, Sarah Terrio. From Madomic Valley High School, Katana Williamson. From Mount Ararat High School, a guard, Callie Pomerlow. And from Oceanside High School, a guard, Aubriana Hoos. A forward from Stanford High School, Sadie Seveny. And from Scarborough High School, a guard, Emerson Flaker. From South Portland High School, number 10, a guard, Emma Travis. From Spruce Mountain High School, a guard, Avery Bessie. And from Wells High School, a guard, Marin Maxon. Your coaches for the South team, Lon Perfume from Gorham High School, Angie Littlefield from Marshwood High School, and Janine Parody from Biddeford High School. Congratulations to these All-Stars. In the Maine Association of Basketball Coaches and
There's the South squad introduced in front of the crowd here at Hudson University. We are ready for our first game of the day. It's the girls AA-AB All-Star Contest to get the action underway. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you by Union Street Towing. For over 40 years, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. Well, Chris, how would you describe the style of play traditionally in these McDonald's All-Star games?
Very unselfish, especially on the girls' side. It's not like watching the NBA All-Star game where it's everybody for themselves. They tend to overpass and pass up shots, and a lot of fun. They're pretty loose, and you'll see a lot of smiles. You see some giggling at times when maybe they pass to someone that took off when the pass came, and and just on the not on the right page, and that happens in these things as well. But these kids are going to have a lot of fun doing this, and you'll see a lot of smiles throughout the game on both teams. The coaches, it's really, you're not really coaches as much as I term it substitution coordinators.
Yep.
You're just trying to get the kids in and try to get as much equal time as you can in these 20-minute running halves.
Looks like our first block of players is 1 through 5 out on the floor for both squads. That's how we're beginning. We had a moment there where the North and the South teams were huddled up trying to figure out who each player was guarding, and because the uniforms here are some T-shirts, everybody's looking the same. Players were kind of sticking out feet, showing the shoes that they got on, trying to figure out different identifiers that they can pick out their player with. This is Allie Flagg with the basketball for the North. Addition over to Abby Raydell. Raydell will step into a deep three. Offline and to the side, and Morin grabs the rebound. The other difference, of course, as you see the scoreboard here, is unlike the high school setting and the college setting on the women's side, we're playing a 20-minute half here, Chris.
Yeah, so that'll make it a little bit difficult on the 3 substitution coordinators on each team. Make sure they can balance things out because it never works out right. But
Madeline Depre coming down the court after a miss from the South. Depre cut off on the baseline. Out top, Raydell trying to lob it down to Depre and unable to make that connection.
yeah, like a lot of the games we saw during the tournament, it always takes a little bit of time to things to settle in. You know, playing with new players, and you know the shots don't come easy too because the kids will play competitive.
Julia Reed from Gorham dishes to Morin. Morin goes back to Reed. Reed trying to bounce it for Marin Maxon. A steal for the North leads to a jumper. Too strong from Morrill on the baseline. Cross-court pass, Morin puts up the 3, and we got the game's first points. Lexi Morin with an early triple, 2 minutes in for the South.
Yeah, she was just calling for the ball before it got over half court. I think she knew she was going to be open for that, and she was ready to shoot it.
Raydell gets cut off, tries to bounce it down low. Going to work, Ella Pelletier has it knocked out of bounds. Depre going to work, loses the defender, step back 3, left short.
You've seen that before.
Talked about in the pregame how both she and Claire Gattani on the North squad can really hunt their shot. A good example of it there as the South forced into an over and back.
Of course, Madeline walking away with the Miss Maine Basketball Award last night at the banquet that the MABC puts on, which is a phenomenal banquet. They do such a great job.
Morrill strip from behind, a great takeaway, and the feed up ahead. Terrio finishes it off.
2 for Sarah Terrio.
Flag feeds Depre. The North looking for their first points. Wide of the mark. That one bounces out of play, and we almost lose Pelletier out of the gym. Just heard one of the North coaches say, come on, 2 minutes. So it seems like it's been divvied up into 5-minute chunks here in the first half. There's a steal here by the North. Depre to Flag. Slashing is Pelletier. Raydell. Flag returns it to her. Abby behind the back. Gets it from between her legs. Pelletier has it taken away. Terrio playing some defense. Terrio to Morin in the middle. Kick out on the baseline. Jumper wouldn't fall. Fight for the rebound. And Morin, I think the last to touch it.
Yeah, you can imagine some of these kids aren't in their normal basketball shape. Like I said, their season ended a little bit earlier, and someone like Abby Riddell really hasn't played for quite a long time. I'm sure Coach Pooler got her in the gym a little bit there the last week or so to get ready for playing in this game.
There's a nice feed inside, and the North is on the board.
Morrow breaks the ice for the North.
Coney's Abby Morrill with the North's first bucket. Flag guarding Maxon. Now it's Morin out top. Morin spinning on Depre, kicking out. Wing three, up and down.
There's Emerson Flaker
For Emerson Flaker.
from Scarborough. She's going to Yukon to run track.
Not a bad program.
Not at all.
Feed down low, too strong and out of reach as we're going to get our first mass substitution here from the South. With 5 new players in. Isabel Morelli, Kitana Williamson, Callie Pomerleau, and Aubriana Hoos among those checking in. Get you that 5th new player of the game in just a second. It'll be South Portland's Emma Travis. Off balance jumper, offline, and a rebound picked up by Ella Pelletier. Pelletier with it, spinning, going up, and fouled. Pelletier will head to the line shooting 2 as the North ready to make a few substitutions of their own. Ella Pelletier from Oxford Hills averaged almost 24 points per game during the season. She'll be attending Stonehill College where she'll play basketball. Second free throw good, so Pelletier can check out, and Claire Gattani will enter for the North.
Oxford Hills is always represented in these all-star games like this. The program's so good that traditionally strong every year. They always have 1 or 2 seniors that make this game.
An immediate steal and score. Bellaria Yugu just into the contest. And there's another turnover by the South, so the North trying to work their way back into this. 5 minutes and 23 seconds into the game. Gray with a stop and pop, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Callie Pomerleau. Tipped out into the North bench. Nobody told Bellaria Yugu that this is an exhibition game. She's come out here with some feisty defense.
And you can kind of see how the game is coached throughout the state and how it's changed some. Everyone's running a spaced out offense with cutters and dribble drive and handoffs, and you know, that's the evolution of basketball. It's no more just put 2 people inside and 3 people on the outside. It's sometimes 5 people on the outside. And
Penny with a long feed up ahead to Claire Gattani. Claire not wasting any time before getting into the score sheet. Pomerleau can't connect, and a rebound belongs to the North. Rachel Penny had it. Now it's up ahead with Tibbetts. Tibbetts offline and out of play. Today's coverage brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer. For home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and an experienced, friendly staff, it's the Coach House. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and at thecoachhouserestaurant.com. Our coverage of these All-Star games also brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia FCU can enrich your life. A block down low. Take another look. Oceanside and Aubriana Hoos on the denial. Tibbetts attacking on the baseline, tried to go up and under, left it a little short. Pomerleau out top. Williamson had it for a moment, now it's back with the Mount A senior, and she'll earn a trip to the line, shooting 2.
And she'll be attending Maine Maritime to play basketball. And you look at the rosters in here and in the program, and there's a lot of kids staying in Maine, a lot of young ladies staying in Maine to play basketball at some of the Maine small college schools.
Yeah, I mentioned in the pregame how this can be an emotional day for some because it can be the end of their high school basketball career. That's certainly the exception in this first game. Some continuing on to play soccer or other sports in college, but many going on to be a college athlete. Pomerleau connected on both, 10-7, the South with the lead. Step back 3 from Yugu, nothing but net.
Wow, that was an impressive move. A nice little quick crossover where she lost her defender and had space to pull up and shoot the 3. That was very impressive.
We got the north bench just off to our left, and you could hear the chirps coming from it as she started off with that move and had to release the ball in the air. They were feeling that one. Tibbetts with a strong take, but met by a body in midair. Aubriana Hoos again with some strong defense down low, leading to a turnover.
Yeah, Hoos from Oceanside, another very strong program.
There's a look at Yugu's step back 3 from a moment ago. Steal here by Gattani, trying to take it all the way. Can't get the banker to fall. Grabs the rebound, kicks out to Yugu. Step in 3. Money. Valeria Yugu making an early play for MVP of the game. 8 points on a couple of threes. Just like that, the North back in front, 13-10.
The 3-point ball, it's a great equalizer in basketball now.
Floater left short by Williamson. Gattani brings it up the floor. Tibbetts, 3. Everything's falling now for the North.
That should have been 5. She almost hit the rafters on that one.
That was high. Morelia give and go, and up fake. Everything but the finish. Long pass, chase down, bounce down low, and again. The rim, like my brain, not fully awake at this early hour.
Yeah, both end-to-end give and goes there in those last 2 possessions for both teams.
3 again for the North. Taking aim from long distance.
Gabrielle Tibbetts deep.
Back to back. So Gabrielle Tibbetts with 2 threes. Valeria Yugu with 2 threes. And the North with a 9-point lead halfway through this first half. South looking for an answer. They can't find it, but a strong rebound. Reset around the perimeter. Morin back into the game on the attack. Goes up strong, but a little short. Raydell and Flagg, a couple of the starters, back in for the North. Flagg for 3, another one.
It's contagious out here now.
That's 5 for the North, who've stretched the lead to 12. 15 in a row for the North. Morin kick out. Again, the South can't find an answer. Flag with the rebound and looking to push. Flag down the lane, drop off across the way for 2.
Yeah, good run out by Flag and attacking the defender and throwing to her counterpart, Abby Riddell, for the easy layup.
Another shot left short by the South. Offensive board. Here's a 3 from 70. Can't connect. But a long rebound tracked down by Flaker. Morin gave a little head fake on the baseline. Sends it out. 3's offline. And a rebound picked up by Stella Jarvis. Radell gives it back. 3 in the air. Too strong. Here comes the South trying to run with numbers. They don't necessarily have it, but Maxson, straight to the window.
Yeah, great one-on-one move. Hesitated just enough at the elbow that the defender stood up, and she then exploded down in with a left-handed layup.
Marion Maxson from Wells. Her teammate, Megan Mertens, won the foul shooting competition as we were getting things set up here this morning.
I'm waiting for the Allie Flag patented shoot from the volleyball line.
I know.
We haven't seen it yet.
That's how she registered her 1,000th career point at Brewer High School in the final game of the regular season. Actually not against the man who was coaching her today, because he was not there that night.
No, he wasn't.
Missed that game as Bangor was without a few players with illness. Has a nice slashing take there, and the South breaks the extended run. So a replay there of the foul that puts Jarvis at the line.
Jarvis at the free throw line.
Jarvis misses the first. Mentioned that she'll be heading to Orono next fall to play soccer at the University of Maine, and she has quite the lengthy resume on the pitch here in the bio in the program this morning. Look at that strong take. Spinning from Morin, just a little too strong off glass. Offensive board, the putback no. Still kept alive by the South, but then taken out of there by Radell. Radell does the ball knocked free. Players down on the floor. That did not look comfortable, but all smiles, and it leads to 2 points for the South.
Yeah, great hustle by Emerson Flaker, diving on the floor to get that ball, and was a little worried about her arm getting tangled up there. It wasn't comfortable looking.
Caught under Radell, who steps into a triple. So Abby Radell joins Allie Flag, Gabrielle Tibbetts, and Balaria Yugu.
This kind of reminds me of the PVHS girls right now, the way they're shooting the 3.
It has helped the North open an 11-point lead here. They were trailing for much of the opening 6 or 7 minutes as that one spins out into the hands of Radell. Radell drops the shoulder, goes on the attack, tries to put it off the window. Too strong. Now checking her mouth, might have taken a whack at the other end. Going high off glass for 2. Julia Reed again.
Julia Reed.
Flag finds Tozier. Lost her defender on the up fake, but then got tied up as Lexi Morin jumped in her path. And the arrow sends it the other direction with the South. 10 on, 10 off as we make mass substitutions here with 5:15 remaining. So it seems that the substitution method here in game 1, 5 at a time and sprinkle in the other 2 where you can.
Yeah, you get short subbed and then you rotate them back in, and helps when you have 3 head coaches on each bench that kind of help each other out and figure out the rotations.
Keep track of it. See a replay here of Hoos. She's had some physical play on the defensive end for the South, coming away with a block and a couple of rebounds. Now heading to the line, looking for her first point. There it is. Aubriana, 19 points per game for an Oceanside team, leading the way for a Mariner squad that lost quite a bit of talent off of the 2024 state championship team.
Yeah, absolutely. It hurts when you obviously lose your star player to Montverde Academy, as well as the younger sister who's the future as well. And, you know, but that's, once again, a testament to a strong program to get to where they did, losing that kind of talent.
A bump with the body is going to put Isabel Morelli at the free throw line.
Isabel Morelli to the line.
The South trying to chip away. 4:47 remaining in the first half. 27-20 is the score. Doors Equipment Company, your local Kubota dealer, can help you with all your equipment needs, offering $0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select models. Visit doorsequipment.com. Also brought to you by Colebrook Mitsubishi, New England's #1 volume Mitsubishi dealer, featuring a 5-year, 60,000-mile comprehensive warranty and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Rates as low as 0%. Colebrook Mitsubishi, 337 Madison Ave in Skowhegan at colebrookmitsubishi.com. Pelletier backs it out. Skip pass over to Yugu, wants another three. Oh, doesn't get the bounce. Good defense, and the double team forces a steal. Tibbetts picks up the loose ball.
A good look.
Wide open, down low, and Gray banks it in for two.
Lily Gray.
Hoos looking for an answer, too strong. Pelletier leads the break, drops it for Depre. Depre goes all the way under and caught the underside of the backboard. Able to get her own miss, though, so North resets over to Yugu for three. And it bounces away. Pomerleau returns it to Hoos, sidestep, three in the air. All of a sudden we got a lid on both baskets after it seemed like everything was falling there for about a 3-minute period.
There's the fun moments that happened in the game as Pelletier double dribbled, caught it, smiled quickly and passed it, and then her and I didn't see who it was on the South team were giggling and pushing each other on the way up after she got away with a double dribble there.
Madeline Depre with the basketball, still looking for her first 2 points. Not there. Rebound volleyballed around, controlled by the North. Depre lost it, gets it back. Couldn't hit the fall away. Got her miss, tries to scoop it on the other side, and it won't fall. Nothing falling for Miss Maine. Sarah Terrio at the other end. Left-handed scoop and finish. And the South, who trailed by double digits a few minutes ago, has it back within 7. Yugu, quick trigger three. That one well short and out of play. 2:17 until the half. Our coverage brought to you by Tiller and Rye, just across the bridge in Brewer. Maine's natural grocery store with fresh produce, grass-fed meats, cheeses, bulk spices, fresh baked breads, craft beers, and organic wines. Check them out at 20 South Main Street in Brewer or visit tillerandrye.com. Follow Tiller and Rye on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Yugu with a rebound up ahead to Gray. Touch pass over and behind the intended target of Tibbetts and out of play.
Yeah, they had a good runner on the break. Just the wing pass to Tibbetts was a little high and behind her by Gray. Gray not normally the one running the fast break for Lawrence. It was Provost to Gray.
Morelli trying to step out for a three, couldn't connect. The South recycles over to Travis. Terrio couldn't get it to fall, and Depre comes the other way. Bounce pass up ahead to Tibbetts. Tibbetts with the fake. Shot offline, but Pelletier there for the cleanup. That's teammate helping out teammate.
I'm sure that wasn't the first time that Pelletier swooped in off maybe a Tibbetts miss and got the rebound.
Travis didn't want the look from out top. Instead, tried to drive down low and was cut off. 60 seconds left in the first half. The North trying to go back up by double figures. Pelletier to the hoop. Shot wouldn't fall. Second attempt, no. Third try, tied up, and Hoos comes out of there with it. Hoos full court pass up ahead. Terrio across the way, and two more for the South.
And a nice dish by Terrio, setting up the defense to commit to her, and Pomerleau open on the backside block.
Pomerleau with her first field goal. She's got 4 points in the half as Yugu. Not shy to take that outside shot. That one again offline, and the South has the possession with 30.6 seconds. Morelli attacking in the paint. Kick out, three. A little short. Two players going for the board. It's won by Terrio. Kept alive, though, and stolen away by the North. Depre into the front court with 8. Depre with a head fake, attacking on the baseline. Gets right to the window and scores. Maddie Depre with her first bucket ends the first half. And the North with a 9-point lead. A 5-point lead. 31-26 over the South. We'll take a timeout and come back for our halftime show. This is the first of 4 All-Star games here on the McDonald's All-Star Weekend on Ticket TV.
Pretzels, small pretzels, nachos, breakfast burritos.
Carhartt, clothing that works as hard as you do. We've got it. Miller's Workshop, for brands that work.
Before I came to Physical in Bangor, I was really struggling. After an accident over a decade ago, I had vertigo, dizziness, and pain, and I had trouble doing the simplest things.
Like many others, Jeff turned to physical therapy and balance centers in Bangor for help. Our expert therapists specialize in treating the source of your issue. Whether it's chronic pain, balance issues, or injuries, Physical has the tools to help.
Thanks to Physical in Bangor, I'm back on my feet, and I feel better than I have in years.
Schedule your appointment with Physical in Bangor today.
Brand name footwear for hardworking days and laid back nights. We've got it. Miller's Workshop, Acme Road in Brewer, for brands that work.
Welcome back to Husson University and the Maine McDonald's All-Star Weekend on Ticket TV. This is the girls AA-AB All-Star game, the first of 4 here at Husson. The rest of the day's schedule looks like this. We got the boys AA-AB game coming up at 10:45. We break at noon for the MABC and RMHC main presentations. The Hammond Lumber Company 3-point shooting competition comes your way at 12:15, followed by the slam dunk competition at 12:30, the boys CD game at 1, and the girls CD game at 2:30. Just a short halftime here between the first and second half of the All-Star contests. We're about 5 minutes away from beginning half number 2. It's the North leading the South 31-26, and let's take a look at some of those first half highlights. The South got out to the quick start, came away with a couple of early steals, but as you'll see here in the highlight package, once the North started knocking down the shot from outside, this thing flipped quickly.
As you mentioned about them being out here in the morning, it's takes a little bit. You got to get up and down the court a few more times. I'm sure they didn't do a massive stretch before they started. Get up and down the court, get your legs under you a little bit.
Larry Hugo, she was instant offense once she entered the game for the North, leading all scorers with 8 points.
Claire Gattani with a nice baseline jumper.
Hugo had 2 threes in the first half. Gabrielle Tibbetts from Oxford Hills also had 2 threes. Abby Radell from Ellsworth had 1. Brewers Allie Flagg also had 1. Only 2 from the south, those from Lexi Mooring from Brunswick and Emerson Flaker out of Scarborough.
Just Flagg's 3. That was in that period where there was of the first half where there was a lot of momentum from the 3 ball from the North, and they stretched the lead out. And give credit to South, they came back and worked their way back into this game to only be down 9. They were down 14 or 15 at one point.
Yeah. Here's Radell's 3.
That's good to see her out there.
Yeah, Abby missed much of the season for the Ellsworth Eagles.
Ontario's had a couple of those kind of wide open layups with no challengers. And a nice dump off by her on that next play.
Depre right there at the window, and that was the final action of the first half. I knew that scoreboard looked a little different on me when I looked up there before we went to the half. It was certainly different than what we had on our screen, and now the screen and the scoreboard here in the gym do in fact match up, 33-24. So I guess moral of the story, never doubt Ticket TV.
That's right. That's right. We're unofficial, but we're official.
Our coverage here on Ticket TV brought to you by Angela's Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, check out Angela's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. My fiance is in Virginia for a week, so Angela's Pizzeria provided my dinner last night.
These are good meals over there. They give you plenty.
Our coverage also brought to you by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home in style for a fraction of retail costs. Check them out first, check them out often. Do Green, sustainability always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Less than 2 minutes remaining until we get to the second half of play as some karaoke is broken out in the North Huddle. Getting ready to finish off final 20 minutes of the first of 4 games here. We'll take one more break and be back for the second half of action. These are the Maine McDonald's All-Star Games on Ticket TV.
We've got your truck at Darling's Bangor Ford. Right now, Darling's has lots of trucks and lots of great deals. Mavericks, Rangers, Lightnings, dozens of F-150s, and powerful workhorses of the Ford Super Duty line. Our staff will find the perfect truck for you. Whether you're buying a new truck for the family, work, or fun, we've got your truck at Darling's Bangor Ford. You'll do better at Darling's.
Experience unparalleled comfort and restful sleep with the Zecliner by FlexSteel, a scientifically proven bed alternative designed with your sleep in mind. Built with FlexSteel's patented Blue Steel spring for exceptional comfort and support. Featuring high-performance fabric and pressure point relief zones, the Zecliner is a perfect family chair by day and the best place for restful sleep by night.
"20 minutes off the books. The second 20 ready to begin. The girls AA-AB All-Star game here at Husson University on Ticket TV, with the North leading the South 33-24 and in possession of the basketball.
North 33, South 24.
Jarvis has it, attacking from the left elbow. Cut off on the take. Strong defense by Sadie Seveny out of Sanford. Couple of head fakes there from Gattani. Thought about it a few times before dishing off to Morrill. Coney Sr. backs out, now floats it to the baseline, and too tall for Jarvis.
Yeah, just a quick note on Gattani, for those that don't know, she's exceptional soccer player as well. Very smart. She's going to Bates, and she's going to play basketball at Bates. So once again, another homegrown talent, keeping it in the state and going to a high-end university, college.
A spin and a miss, but she got her own miss, and then Morin asking what does she have to do to get one to fall as the second attempt pops off the iron. Gattani will take a deep three, and it's wide left. Ella Pelletier was a fan of that shot from the bench. Likes the confidence. Morin sidestep. She'll try it from distance and also missing to the left.
Yeah, Morin from once again a traditionally strong program in Brunswick, the Brunswick Dragons there.
South, everyone getting a touch there. 70 with the three at the other end. The North throws it away, so the South back within 2 possessions. For Sadie 70, that's her first bucket. Kick out three, and the South is feeling it. Lexi Morin.
She just moved to a different location at the three-point line over in the corner on that one. One was going to fall.
Yeah, got frustrated at the window, so step out. She's got 2 threes. And this is a 3-point game, 2 minutes and 2 seconds into the second half. Gattani, a bounce pass, is stolen away. Reed with the active hands, but then Claire takes it right back. Claire, skip over. Pass, and a 3 is offline. Morin has another rebound. Morin gets the trailer, puts up a triple, and nothing but net. The South has shot their way back into a tie.
Yeah, her last 2 attempts look very smooth. That one was a little bit easier for her because she was able to step into it and get some momentum going towards the hoop and had a nice release. She can shoot it from out there.
Gattani on the drive, pull-up jumper. Her momentum carried that one off to the left. Morin leading the break. She stops, checks the toes, and has another. Lexi Morin. 3 straight triples.
Yeah, someone on the North might want to close down the space she's getting right now. She's single-handedly carried the South back into this and with a lead.
South denying those bounce passes. Coming away with another steal. Full court feed up ahead to Reed. Reed returns it to Flaker, who got things started with the poke.
Yeah, that sounded like it came off a finger, too. That may hurt.
Morin going strong to the window. Inside Tozier, quick shot around Morin, wouldn't fall. And we got our first whistle in quite a while as Julia Reed tied up down low. And the Gorham player will head to the stripe.
Julia Reed to the line for a pair.
Reed offline on the first. She'll be heading to Keene State, where she will study construction management and play basketball. Reed rattles home the second.
It's a small novel reading her bio. She has a lot of awards and accolades, both academically and athletically.
Including excellence in graphic art awards. Use that on Ticket TV.
Yeah.
Tozier with the last bucket. Why not? 3 more for Lexi Morin. Off and running for the South goes Williamson, trying to scoop it up there. Left just a little short. The North now trailing by 3 as Gattani bounces to her left. Switches over to the right, goes in strong, had to double clutch a couple of times, asking where the call's at. Nothing there as we play on. Flaker, the floater, no. Gattani with the lead down low. How's that for a scoop? Alexis Tozier from her hip, able to get that to creep over the iron.
Not quite the sky hook, but it was a left-handed little hook there. Close.
(40-37) our score. 5 new players out there for the North.
It's one of the North smaller lineups they put out here. They made some switches at halftime, and you got Yuga, Flag, and Riddell, all a little bit smaller, but certainly can shoot the 3.
Flag with the inside feed to Pelletier, running the length of the court to finish it off. Open 3 after nice pass out of the double team. Depre with the rebound, dribbling into the forecourt. And a reach-in foul. One-point game with 14 to play. Brought back into Depre. She'll try for 3 and knock it down.
Maddie Depre for 3.
She just had to get hit in the mouth first, and now her shot's falling.
Woke her up a little bit. Morelli spinning, jumping. Couldn't get the fall away to finish. Radell behind the back in front of us. Looking for Yugu. Instead goes to Pelletier. Down low, Depre splits 2 and lays it in.
Maddie Depre.
It's nice when you get 2 Miss Maine finalists working together like that with Depre and Pelletier.
Maxon trying to spin on Yugu. Instead backs out, gets closed out. Morelli, step back 3, line drive shot, nothing but net. Isabel Morelli with her first bucket. At the other end, an answer. Flag with the bucket for the North. They lead it by 3. Bounce pass across the lane. Terrio trying to go to work down low, and Pelletier gets called for the reach. Ella can't believe it. Morelli wanted another. Couldn't connect. An offensive board and kicked out to Terrio. Pass across the court. Maxon couldn't get it to fall. Yugu looking to push. Trailer 3 from Depre offline. Shot from straight on. Pomerleau couldn't get it to fall. A little bit of a dry spell on the last couple of possessions here with the North in front by 3. Radell almost has it taken away. Continues the dribble to the left elbow. Her shot won't fall, but it pops right to Flag. Flag finds Depre on the baseline. She can't connect. Here comes the South. Pass up ahead. Pomerleau chases after and then dribbles it off her leg.
Yeah, you can see the legs are starting to go a little bit on some of these players that haven't played for a while.
Today's coverage brought to you in part by Northeast Home Inspections. Are you buying a home? Protect your investment with Northeast Home Inspections. From the foundation to the roof, septic, water, and radon testing, they've got you covered. Call Stephen Bishop at 207-735-4955 or visit northeast-home-inspections.com today. Madeline Depre, how's that for a take?
That was a very skilled move that she did there without traveling.
Oh, a rejection as Ella Pelletier comes flying out of nowhere. Wants to give it a little flex, but might be too modest to do so.
She almost seemed surprised how hard she hit it into the
She
off the
shocked
wall.
herself there with the fury behind that one. Maxson picked up the dribble, goes over, 3, too strong. Raydell with the rebound, immediately trying to carve her way up the court. No one followed her, but a 3 spins out. Morelli right down the lane, and she's got 2 free throws coming her way.
Isabel Morelli to the free throw line. Trainer to the north bench.
Substitutions getting ready here for the North as Morelli gets the first to fall. Morelli, valedictorian at Gray New Gloucester. She'll be attending the University of Southern Maine studying political science with the accelerated law pathway, all while playing basketball.
She's going to be busy.
Tibbetts flying up the court. Penny not wasting any time to put up the shot and knock it down.
Rachel Penny for 3. With the Class AA and boys teams, please go have their team photos taken.
Spinning jumper wouldn't fall by Maxson, but the second effort's there on the putback. Callie Pomerleau for 2. I'll allow 5 new South players to enter. 51-47 as we dip inside 10 minutes remaining. Our coverage brought to you in part by Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market. Are you craving something unique? Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market has 2 locations, Harlow Street in Bangor next to Goslin's Donuts, and in Brewers Hannaford Plaza. Enjoy fresh boba tea and explore a variety of ramen, noodles, sauces, snacks, and more. Open daily. Like them on Facebook. Flaker from distance, no, off the heel, rebound, pulled down, and now back outside. 3 offline there from Reed, and the North comes away with it. Deep 3 up. Front iron, and a rebound is tipped out of Williamson's hands by Penny.
Yeah, Tozier did a good job keeping that ball alive by getting a tip on her first. It's kind of what her niche was at MDI. She's a great inside rebounder.
There's another long one, and that one is good. Penny with her second 3.
That was Penny.
Rachel Penny for 3.
South needing an answer, not there. Flaker with the offensive rebound, and her outlet is stolen away. Tibbetts with the takeaway. Tibbetts drops the shoulder, goes all the way down the lane.
Tibbetts is impressive. She can shoot the deep ball, and then she can attack the lane hard. She's done it a couple times just in the half-court set where she's gone hard to the basket.
She'll put this one up from long distance and knock it down.
Gabrielle Tibbetts.
Tibbetts with 9 points, all by way of the three. Oh, a great pass there by Flaker to find the cutter. Williamson with her first bucket of the game. Gattani puts the North in front by 11. Gattani with her first triple, getting involved on what has been a busy morning from beyond the three-point line for this North squad. Down low, ball rejected out of play.
Not sure if she got all ball or not, but she went after it.
12 three-pointers so far for the North as Gattani with a takeaway. Gattani past one, trying to get past a second, and does so. Gattani with the last 5. She's got 7.
Yeah, it was a good steal by her because she made a deflection kind of arching backwards, and it wasn't an easy steal.
Flaker puts up a 3. That might have been rejected along the way. The South scrambles to keep it alive. Hoos with the kick out. Reed returns it to her. Thought about the 3. Instead, a runner won't fall. Penny returns to Gattani. Stepping into a deep 3. Caught net, but didn't go through the rim first.
I think she told her bench it was a pass.
Flaker finds Reed. Her 3 won't fall. Rebound picked up by the South. Flaker bouncing down low. Going to work is 70. Rejected, but the South still keeping it alive. Flaker can't hit from distance. And some of that fatigue might be setting in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, the South is certainly out-rebounding the North on the offensive side. They just can't convert any of those extra chances.
5.5 to play. Flaker feeds to Reed. Her 3 offline. Long lead up ahead to Gattani. She scoops it up with the left. Claire Gattani with a nice little 7-0 run for the North. And that leads to a timeout with the North on top by 15. We'll take a break. 5:14 to play here in game number 1 of the McDonald's All-Star Games on Ticket TV.
A special thank you to the donor sponsors for the Maine McDonald's All-Star Weekend. Platinum sponsor, McDonald's Owner-Operators of Maine. Diamond sponsor, Hammond Lumber Company. Silver sponsor, Keurig Dr. Pepper. Bronze sponsors, Bar Harbor Bank and Trust. McCain's Foods. Novus Auto Glass. Roofing Source. The Fitch Company. And W.S. Emerson.
Well, that's what we get for trying to sneak in a little 60-second message from our sponsors. Morin with a 3. Terrio had a 2 in there. Who else am I missing, Chris?
Pelletier had a nice little screen and roll with Madeline Depre, who found her on the roll. And she hit 2, and then Depre just hit another 2.
So after the shots weren't falling there for a minute, after the timeout, it's been nothing but scoring. This rebound picked up by Maxon. The South trying to get ahead quickly. Up fake, jumper, no. She gets her own miss. Second attempt left short as well by Terrio. Start your morning with Goslin's Bakery at 334 Harlow Street in Bangor, next to Fat Panda. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 to 11 a.m., serving legendary donuts and pastries since 1945. Pair with hot coffee for a true local favorite. Madeline Depre only had 2 points in the first half, and they came with about half a second remaining in the first half, but Miss Maine has been active in half number 2 with 11. That one offline.
Yeah, she's hot at that mid-range game right now.
South looking for a 3, and they've got it.
Callie Pomeroy.
Morrill unable to answer. 3 minutes left. Pomerleau dribbles into a 3. Can't connect, and Depre with the board. Taken away.
Yeah,
Maxon with the steal.
Yeah, Pelletier and Depre have a little two-player game going that's working pretty well here the last couple times down. Just pass was just a little late on that roll to Pelletier.
Depre feeds Pelletier, who leaves the jumper short. Madeline tries to keep it alive, but it already stepped on the baseline. Morin, all she's done this morning is hit 6 3-pointers. Travis with an open look and offline. The Farmer's Table in Corinna is your stop for home-style cooking, just like Mom makes it, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or their famous prime rib dinner on Fridays and Saturdays. Open Monday through Sunday with hours to fit your schedule. Stop in at 15 Stetson Road in Corinna or call 278-0085. Like the Farmer's Table on Facebook.
3 for Madeline Depre.
Once again, the ball screen by Ella Pelletier.
Morin with the feed down low, finds Pomerleau. Flag on the attack. Morrill with the mid-range J, too strong. And Travis tracks down the rebound. Travis, one of the few players who has yet to score, but a nice feed there.
Pomerleau was up to 13 points herself.
Depre down to Pelletier. Kicks it out, mid-range won't fall. Ella with the rebound, can't get that one to spin in. Still alive for the North. Jarvis with the take, looking for her first points, but offline. Morin trying to step behind a screen. She was looking for it.
She was, and Pelletier didn't want anything to do with it. She closed the gap and had her hand up so she couldn't get the shot off.
Depre with the rebound off the max and miss. Depre and Pelletier.
Secrets.
Yeah, trading secrets right now. Oh, between the legs. Fooled not many. The baseline, and stepping on it with 6.7 seconds remaining was Jarvis to give it back to the South. Full court up ahead. Nice up fake. Jumpers away, left a little short. And the buzzer sounds. The North, a hot shooting effort from distance, leads to a 73-61 victory in the first of 4 Maine McDonald's All-Star games this morning on Ticket TV. Our coverage brought to you by Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman. They do repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 decades of experience, Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page or give them a call at 989-6322. Is your car still living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay with Android or Android Audio with Mainly Audio. Visit them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call 667-9777 because your car deserves a smart upgrade, not just a fuzzy dice. We'll take a timeout and come back with a quick post-game show, a look at the highlights from this one. We'll get you the MVPs from this contest as well right after this timeout on Ticket TV.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
Cashier. As a basketball player, driving to the basket is a big part of my game. I also enjoy golfing, and there's nothing like the feeling of hitting a long drive. No matter how you drive or what you drive, be sure to get your next ride at Coldbrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan. They have a great selection of vehicles, great customer service, and lots of financing options. And of course, they always take cash. Visit coldbrookmitsubishi.com or drive to see them in Skowhegan.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers. Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart. And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith Brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Welcome back to Husson University. One game in the books, 3 more, and a 3-point competition, a slam dunk competition to follow. The AAAB girls contest belongs to the North. A hot shooting effort from 3-point land, led by Madeline Depre. 16 points. She was MVP of the North squad. And Lexi Morin, 18 points to lead all scorers, Chris, all by way of the 3.
Yeah, she struggled a couple in the beginning of getting to the rim and not making it, and then she said, I'm going to take it to the 3-point line, and good decision by her because she was hot, especially in that second half.
Take a look at the highlights. Sarah Terrio with an early take there for the South.
For boys and girls, followed by the slam dunk competition.
Morrill on the slash. Flaker knocking one down from distance. Outside of Lexi Morin, only 4 3-pointers for the rest of the South, while the North was hitting from everywhere. They had Allie Flagg, Maddie Depre, Gabrielle Tibbetts with a couple, Valeria Yugu off the bench with a couple.
Yeah, 8 of their 12 players with threes.
Claire Gattani, when she went on a little 7-0 run there in the second half, had one. Outside of Depre, the North was led by, well, let's see here. Gattani had 9, Valeria Yugu had 8. Gabrielle Tibbetts also had 9. Pelletier ended up with 7. 5 points from Brewers' Allie Flagg as you see her with a feed to Abby Raydell. Abby Raydell had 5 points for herself. I don't know if we're supposed to be quiet. We got a new Center Maine interview happening right in front of us.
We can feed him some answers. That was Depre's first points, and it just happened to be the last bucket of the first half, and she figured it out in the second half.
Yeah, beat the buzzer there for her first 2, and then poured in 14 in half number 2.
And here's Morin in her little 4-3 stroke streak here in the second half.
And 4 in a row. She had 6 for the game, 5 of them coming in that second half. Tozier with a couple of nice makes down low.
Yeah, this is where Pelletier and Depre started working together.
The rejection that shocked no one greater than Ella Pelletier.
Claire Gattani starting her little hot streak. They all went through their moments on both sides. They'd have girls that go through hot and scoring.
Depre with another one from deep. There are the highlights from our first game. Up next, it's the AAAB Boys Contest, and we got to take a timeout to get you off to the broadcast of that one. Less than 5 minutes until the tip here at Husson University. Don't go anywhere. The Maine McDonald's All-Star coverage continues on Ticket TV.